Hiya, welcome to FrightFest.
Thank you.
Would you just like to introduce yourself to everybody?
Yes, I'm Jamie Lundy. I'm the exec producer, co-director and co-writer for Evie.
Evie. So I've heard that it's myth, a lot of water, bit of murder, bit of blood.
Yeah. It's up to your imagination. I mean, there's a lot of in Evie that people will take from it, and it was written in that way. I mean, I think imagination in film is the most powerful element, that you can have. So I think the whole film is a bit of everything, really. There's no sort of genre to it. I didn't want to put too much blood and gore into it because of the story itself. But essentially, for me, when I originally wrote it, and obviously it's evolved from there, is a message of mental health. So when young Evie's young, and everybody asks the question, when did you get mental health? When did you get depression? Or when did you become an alcoholic? Or whatever. And there's no real answer to it. It just happens, and it can just happen to anybody. I noticed that 7 years ago. I was diagnosed with alcoholism. I'm a recovering alcoholic, 7 years now. I've suffered with depression, and this is how this film was wrote originally, through early recovery, really. And I just wanted to sort of put a message out there in a film format. So went from photography, met Dominic on a behind-the-scenes shoot for one of his films, wrote a bit of a story about it, took it to him, said what you think, and we've gone from there.
And it sounds like it's going to be an incredible movie.
Thank you.
And what better type of movie than one with a message? So, so FrightFest, is this your first time here?
I came 4 years ago with Dom when he did Adult Babies.
Yep.
Only to watch, but my fiance was one of the nurses in the film. And I was doing the behind-the-scenes photography for him as well at the time. So I've been here once before, but never on this side of the camera.
How does it feel?
It's great, yeah. I can't wait to watch it on the big screen. I watched it last night for the first time. I did a pre-screening with the actors just to see what they thought, and they absolutely loved it. So that's a good start. As long as your actors are loving it, that's a good start. So I can't wait to see it tonight in full resolution with 5.1 surround. It's going to be brilliant.
Are you nervous? Do you think it's going to be received the way that you wish?
I think if people are going to go in there and think it's an out-and-out horror film, it's not. And I've never portrayed it to be that way. It is a tragic story. It does resonate with a lot of things through life with people. Whatever you take from it, you take away with it.
Yeah.
But it is a beautiful story about two young kids that get separated from a young age. One goes one way, one goes the other way. They both meet up later on in life, and they've had their own troubles. And at the end, we have a demonic creature that's followed Evie all the way through her life. And I've always been a big fan of not showing the creature too early.
Yeah.
I wish we'd have shown it a little bit more throughout the whole film, but the way the story was going, it didn't sort of lend itself to do that. So at the very end, we do present the creature, and then it disappears again. So
overall, would you say that you're completely happy with the way that the film actually turned out as a finished product?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's for the budget that it was, which was a micro budget in a pandemic. Shooting with all the restrictions of COVID, with young actors and actresses that have never acted before. Young Evie, who's my daughter, she's never done an acting role in her life, and she really does a solid performance, really inspired everybody really on set. I can't be happier.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see it, to be honest. The festival, are you hanging around? Are you going to see anybody else's movies this weekend?
No, we'll hang around for this evening. We're going to go for a few drinks. Obviously, I'll take the guys out for a few drinks afterwards. So yeah, we're just going to hang about. I think we've got the film on in 5 minutes in the other showing, and then we've got the main one at 7 o'clock. So.
Well, I better let you go in that case.
Thank you.
But thank you so much for having a chat with me.
No problem.